Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Anakin Dude Cool in his VK 100 and 100.101p, and this is a Tier 8 game on mines. This is the Tier 8 German Heavy, as you can see. Quite obvious from its design, and you know the flags on the side help a lot too. Anyways, this thing is a beast. And from the front is going to be nigh on impenetrable, so it should be a lot of fun to see what he does with this thing. As you can see, we are jumping into this game late. This is the very first place that the game loads in from the replay, so I'm going to bet that Anakin just now loaded into the game himself. He has been disconnected this entire time for whatever reason. I'm sure he can tell us in the comments what happened, as I don't remember where the email is anymore, so I can't tell you if he told me in the email either. But anyway, so we're top tier. We don't have anyone really near the cap. VKP is the only one that's really close enough to get into the cap, and I guess these guys, but they're pinned down by the Oni. So okay, so just getting into the game. We're already a minute in. Our team is already whining about losing. We've already lost somebody, and we're being capped. Yeah, this doesn't feel like everybody's against us at all, right? We're going to start the game, and I just want to note, this is a fan pick Friday game, so this was voted on by you guys, and if you weren't involved in the voting, I'm sorry. The votes will be going up on Discord from now on, as it's just the easiest way for me to get it out to everybody who cares to vote on it. And so if you want to be a part of the voting next time, then grab the link in Discord, which is down in the description to this video. Jump on Discord and watch the news thing as the news channel, which is definitely where I will end up posting any links to next week's Fan Pick Friday games, and you can get in on the voting that way. So he looks like he'd like a shot in the AMX, but he's not going to get one, as behind the giant church, you see the steeple right there. He's on the other side, maybe even tucked into the gap back there. Unlikely he's gonna be able to get to it, and apparently our Tiger P is still moaning about losing this game. Now that we're still down a tank, basically. Oni versus OI is apparently not going all that well, and now that Anakin's on scene, it's gonna change a little bit. If we can get a shot into, ow, that must have been our lower plate. Blind shots back, and was that our lower plate? Now it's the side of our turret. Yep, that's easily penned as well. So the sides of this turret are really easily penned. The control is a weak spot. And obviously the lower glacis is past that. He is quite hard to pen. So as long as he has the front towards the enemy, he should be okay. Putting a nice shot into that AMX means that the AMX is a little more skittish about pushing on our friendly VK. Yeah, you can see Anakin checking where he got lit up, puts one more shot in, and then the Oni finishes off the AMX, and that was really well done. Just the team. Unfortunately, the Leo then finishes off the friendly VK, and we're still down a tank. Great. And we've lost one of our two artilleries. I should note this is a 9.19.1 replay, so it's going to be a little different. You can see him lining up the laser, trying to get the directional laser from where the shot came in from lined up with his gun so he can return fire. He's never gonna be able to see that T-28 as long as the T-28 stays behind the bushes when he fires, as he has so far been doing. Now we're down some more tanks, and the rest of the team feels like they're starting to give up. Our SU can't see anything, and it's finally now moving out. I don't know what he's been thinking he's going to be shooting at for the last little bit, but obviously it hasn't been anything legit. Chucky Inventor. Or Clucky Inventor. Okay. Is apparently pushing forward in his OI. And then he realized, no, actually, I can't get a decent shot. Let's not do this because one shot from this gun and, you know, he'll feel it. We can finish off the Leo, assuming we can get a shot into him. He's on the other side of the church, though, so that's not going to happen. We're starting to run out of enemies here. Yeah, well, there's still what? 7 left on the enemy team. I should know that via math. 8 minus 15 is 7 still. Fairly certain that's still the case. I feel like speeding this up, but ooh, I'm glad I didn't, because oh yeah, look at that. He could almost get HE to death. Notice we are golden gold, and that is for the T-28 prototype. Shooting through the front of that thing will take some higher pen than we have on our standard rounds. Oh yeah, look at that, yeah. So that is why he's got the gold loaded. If you can't hit a weak spot, then yeah, and he's warning the friendly. Friendly doesn't pay enough attention, gets himself shot, and then the OI pushes forward. I think he was thinking that the T-28 fired or something. Oh, look at that! Somebody's blind shot connected already, or artillery, or maybe one of ours. But either way, that T-28 is in pain. I should be able to see the Leo from here. We can indeed. No, the snapshot misses. Oh, maybe too worried about getting shot in the side by T-28, or maybe just bad luck. Either way, that Leo gets to live and fight for another few moments. Oh, that's just unfortunate. T-28 pushes up and then gets taken out by the enemy T-28. So Anakin falls back. Again, trying to do something about this T-28. But still not able to connect a shot to it. Or even see it. He's going to have to either wait till it fires and then try and return fire on the same trajectory, or just wait and hope the enemy makes a mistake. He gets himself lit up by artillery. But they didn't actually do anything. They just, you know, pissed him off a little bit. He does not have a shot at that Leo, and if our Oni can't move, then he's gonna have problems. The Oni really need to push earlier. He still can push, by the way, if he can do so in such a way that he doesn't get shot by the T-28. He can take a shot from the Leo, even if it pens, it won't kill him. And there we go. He takes out the Leo. There's only 5 enemies left on the board. However, we are also down to 3 friendlies. So the Oni and our SU back up on the high ground defending base again. This is gonna start to get tricky here. So the Cromwell is gonna try and you know, run this what's it called? It's not barricade. Run the gauntlet. That's probably what my brain was trying to think of. Run this gauntlet down to here where he can get into cover and fire up into the SU. If he can do that, then he can spot the SU for artillery, and the artillery will take at our SU. SU's apparently moving. He wants to get to this corner so he can cut off the Cromwell from doing exactly that thing. If he gets caught in the open here, he is unfortunately dead with no way to prevent it. However, in the meantime, while he's making this move, artillery takes out the friendly Oni, who must have been spotted by the T-28 or just assumed to still be in the same location. He is now, Anakin is trying to side scrape and look for that T-28. He's not getting shot right now, and he's not finding anything, so he's a minute. Oh, we're lit. So he is getting lit, he's just not getting lit up. He's being shot up by artillery, but not by the T-28. And so our SU, apparently not content to stay here, where he could have covered this entire area, is actually moving up here, and I think he's gonna, Oh, Leo's right there. As another Leo, and that's not what I expected. That was the Leo that was originally back here. He gets taken out by both artillery. And now it is a 1 versus 5. And look at that. 2 of our blind shots connected with the T-28, taking him down to a 1 shot. And the last shell goes in, and then we switch back to standard ammo. Now artillery is going to be taking shots over here when they can. But of course we know both artillery just fired. So it's up to this Leo to relight us for artillery. Oh, Cromwell's behind us. Backing up, taking the shot from the M12 on the tracks. Actually gives the Cromwell a great shot, but lines it up and takes the Cromwell out of the game. The Leo is still too far back to effectively fire at us. And he pulls right on out. Leo may have just tracked himself. He did. Took his tracks off right in front of our gun. I mean, who would say no to that? Using the repair kit to blow through the M12's rain of fire, making sure he's not a sitting duck for the M43. Now, he's gonna have to stay here for a little bit to make sure that didn't happen to him. If he just pushed straight on, then artillery would have caught him in the open right about here and would have tracked him in place and done a ton of damage to him. Now he doesn't quite have the heal kit back, so he can't put his radio operator back in, but he doesn't really need him, so for now he's probably going to hold on to that med kit. Later on, if and when, like, I mean, if he wins this thing, then he's going to want to put the med kit onto the radio operator, so the radio operator gets full experience for this. If he doesn't, then hey, or you can just put him back in right now. That's fine too. Yeah, full radar range, because it totally helps when you're not you don't have friendlies. Actually, it might help depending on the skills of the radar man. Something like what's it called? The one that extends your V range. It's a radio operator skill. I don't remember what it's called now. Ooh, look at that. There's the M12. M12 didn't know he was lit. For a couple of seconds there, he was actually still looking way down here for some reason. We may have gotten lit right there, but either way, the M40 is not in position to fire at us, obviously. M40 for some... I don't know why both artillery were right here. You'd have think that since they knew we were over here, they might have moved to somewhere around here. If they put one artillery here and one back here, they're in a much better position for this, but, well, it doesn't matter. That is the end of the game, as he goes ahead and walks through the last 5 enemies to grab himself a Kolovanov's. It did help a lot, though, that Leo came off the cliff and just tracked himself right in front of us. That was really helpful. Thank you, Mr. Leo. Overall, this was a great game. I'm so glad I got to cast this. Finally, been looking forward to casting this for a while. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quite a bit, and I will see you all later. Battle results will be coming right up, and of course, if you want to get involved in the next fan pick, then jump into Discord, and that should be up by about Monday. The fan pick Friday vote should be up. So yeah, I'll see you all in a second. All that was only good enough for Master Badge First Class. Sadly, he got the Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, and the Fire for Effect, the treasured and coveted Kolovanov's medal. Ooh, also a Pascucci's, because those are totally rare, and a Top Gun, because why not just round off the trio, right? Great job. And yes, in fact, we did the majority of the damage to that T-28 prototype. Look at those 2 blind shots that entered and apparently may have tracked him or done something else awesome to him. Either way, 1200 experience, 3400 damage dealt. Wow, that was really a well done game. And actually, I don't know if I should or shouldn't give our target P props. I mean, he did 1800 damage, which is great. but he also spent most of the game complaining. I do have to give 3,500. He deserves props. 3,500 damage is quite a bit for a T28. He just sat there and just farmed up as our team just walked into death. But that's okay, because we kind of farmed him in the end too, right? Look at that. Huh. Barely making profit, but totally worth it. A great game overall. Thank you so much, Anakin, for showing us this great game. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to everybody who voted and let us watch this awesome game. And if you guys want to support the channel, then go ahead and share this awesome Cabanos game with friends and clanmates. And I will see you all later. This is ioEther out.